camera. There we go.
Yay.
There we go. Hello there. You can see me a little better.
Apparently,
Yes, sir.
we have the outro immediately after this.
Running order. But as you can see, Fost is here for the first time. In fact, this is probably your first time in person in a year.
No. I was here this year, I think. Wasn't I?
I don't think we did the tech wrap up that time though.
Wasn't? No, because that was before your birthday.
Yeah. We've been testing for Punchland.
Yeah, and that was this year.
Yeah.
So I have been here this year. So you're a liar.
Not on the tech wrap up though.
Yeah, I
don't think so.
Was that? No, I swear I was. Really?
Shall I have a look?
I'm pretty sure I was.
0 concurrent viewers. Wow.
Well,
We'll get more views after the fact though. Where's my channel? Okay. If we go to your videos. Okay, let's go to the playlist. The tech wrap up videos. Okay, in fact, I'll put this on screen capture. Okay, well, there was actually no tech wrap up in January.
Oh.
Yeah, there was no tech wrap up in January.
When was your birthday?
I think it was like at the end of January, so yeah.
I thought we
There's
recorded
no
something.
tech wrap up around there.
I thought we recorded something. Check videos.
Yeah, check under the videos. 2 videos a week is a lot. Takes a lot to scroll down.
No, I guess I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just didn't process.
Goodbye, Windows 8.1.
I guess it just
Anyway.
didn't process probably.
So yeah, should we get into the tech news? Do you want to read the first article or?
Okay, I'll get it up. Article 1.
Right, well, let's do the stinger first. Don't get fright from the stinger. The stinger is not scary. It's not a bee. Oh no. Let's try that again.
Officials and some government agencies from contacting firms over content containing protected free speech. It is a victory for Republicans who have accused officials of censorship. Democrats said the platforms have failed to address misinformation. The case was one of the most closely watched First Amendment battles in the US court, sparking debate over the government's role in moderating content which it deemed to be false or harmful. The White House said the U.S. Department of Justice was reviewing the ruling and deciding on its next steps. Our consistent view remains that social media platforms have critical responsibility to take account of the effects their platforms are having on the American people, the White House said in a statement. It added that platforms should make independent choices about the information they present. Let's go down. The ruling comes after a lawsuit by the Republican attorneys general of Missouri and Louisiana alleged that U.S. officials have pressured social media platforms to address posts on topics including COVID-19 policies and election security. Judge Doughty, who was a former appointee of former U.S. President Donald Trump, said plaintiffs had presented substantial evidence in support of their claims. Evidence produced thus far depicts an almost dystopian scenario, Mr. Doughty said in his ruling. He added, during the COVID-19 pandemic, a period perhaps this is characterized by the widespread doubt and uncertainty. The United States government seems to assume a role similar to an Orwellian Ministry of Truth. The ruling communications by government agencies, the ruling limited communications by government agencies, including the Department of Health and Human Services and the FBI. It also restricted U.S. officials, including Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, I don't know, and Jen Easterly, who heads the Cybersecurity and the Infrastructure Security Agency. That was a great thing that I saw on the screen, by the way. However, it made exceptions for contacting firms to warn them about the risks to national security and also trains. Judge Dowdy also referred to several email exchanges between White House executives and social media companies.
Okay, that's not a freight train. That's a steam train.
Just to finish it off, this included a 2021 email by Rob Flaherty, who was formerly the White House Director of Digital Strategy, to employees at technological giant Google. In the email, Mr. Flaherty said Google's video sharing platform, YouTube, was funneling people into vaccine hesitancy. This is a concern that is shared at the highest, and I mean highest, levels of the White House, he wrote. Trains also agree. Google did not immediately respond to a BBC request for comment. Social media platform Twitter, which is owned by multi-billionaire Elon Musk, oh my god, my favorite multi-billionaire, did not directly respond to a request for comment. Meanwhile,
they probably got the auto reply on Twitter from the Twitter account, which is just a poop emoji.
Oh yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, Facebook and Instagram owner Meta declined to comment on the ruling.
Okay, what is it with all those trains?
I don't know. I think they just really agree with the Republicans, though. Probably.
No, they're trying to get free advertising on the Tech Wrapper.
Yeah. To all zero viewers.
Anyway, I'm probably going to get into a laughing fit here. China hits Jack Ma's Ant Group with nearly $1 billion fine. Why would you name something like that?
What
Jack
is
Ma's
it?
Ant Group. I have no idea.
What is an ant group?
I have no idea. Okay, China has announced more than $1 billion in fines against financial companies, including Jack Ma's tech giant Ant Group. Okay, that gives us a bit more context.
Okay.
Regulations cited violations of consumer protection laws and corporate governance. The firm, operator of payments firm Alipay. Okay, that gives me a bit more context too. Now I know. I've seen this logo before, but I haven't heard of Jack Ma's Ant Group. In the statement, the Chinese central bank and securities regulator said they were moving on from their campaign to reform tech giants and shifting to more normalized supervision. The fine for Ant included the confiscation of more than 550 million yuan, or 59 million pounds. Why are there so many currencies different currencies in this article? That train. And ill-gotten income, the central bank said. Ant, which offers loans, credit, investments, and insurance to hundreds of millions of customers and small businesses, said it would comply with the terms of the penalty in all earnestness and sincerity. US listed shares in e-commerce giant Alibaba, like Baba the sheep, which owns a big stake in Ant Group, surged nearly 10% in trade in New York following the announcement, as investors cheered the signs the crackdown was concluding. The investment prospects of China's tech sector have been clouded in recent years by questions about risky lending and President Xi Jinping's push to assert greater state control over the economy. The abrupt halt in 2020 to the hotly anticipated plans for Ant Group's public listing, after a speech by Mr. Ma, seen as critical of the government, sparked fears that have wiped billions in value from the sector. Ant's rise has been widely viewed as a challenge to the country's state-dominated financial landscape, as the government was raising concerns about runaway personal debt and lending in the private sector. The country has also unveiled a flurry of new rules aimed at tech firms in recent years, addressing issues ranging from data protection and competition. In 2021, Alibaba paid $2.1 billion fine after an anti-monopoly investigation. Other firms hit with penalties include Chinese ride-hailing giant Dai and food delivery firm Meituan. I hope I'm saying these things right. Other fines announced on Friday hit Ant Group rival Tencent, known for WeChat and Tenpay, which will pay nearly 3 billion yuan, or 323 million pounds. Again, different currencies. Tencent's chairman, Ma Huaten, said he believed the government could now move on to supporting and encouraging platform companies. Mr. Ma, a former English teacher who became a billionaire after founding Alibaba in 1999, gave up control of Ant Group in January and was seen in China in March after a long absence. That's it for that article. Looks like the train's finally shut up now, so shall we get into our first topic? Do you want to read our first topic, or?
I will go on.
Okay, the train hasn't shut up yet, it's just getting further away.
I'm assuming it's headline topics?
Yes.
Alright. Headline. Meta has launched Threads, which is their competitor to Twitter. Description. At this point, Meta is copying everyone.
They are literally copying everyone. Like, they copied Snapchat, they copied TikTok with Reels, and now they're copying Twitter.
Yeah, and they copied that one game with the metaverse. They copied that one game.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
Something.
Yeah.
Untitled game, let's call it that. So yes, it seems to be doing quite well at the moment. Over 95 million posts and 30 million profiles in the first day, which is pretty good.
Oh no! It's probably because Twitter's like really horrible right now.
Hey, we're going to be talking about this later, but have you seen how they've introduced limits on the amount of tweets you can read?
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
Everyone's gonna leave them. I don't know what Elon's doing, but everyone's leaving Twitter. I don't care if Mr. Zucky is a lizard. I'd rather use Threads.
Yeah. No, he's a robot.
I thought he was a lizard.
I thought he's the robot.
Nah, he's a lizard. Is Mark Zuckerberg a lizard?
So, Threads actually launched earlier than the original Thursday launch time. And according to this, they've now got over 67 million activated profiles. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Twitter needs to get their act together.
What I'm looking at is Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person. And he keeps on saying that I'm not a lizard, but we all know. I think we just gotta figure out what Mark Zuckerberg is, to be honest. I don't really care about Threads or Twitter, I just need to know what Mark Zuckerberg is.
Yeah. We got any viewers? Viewers, what? Let's go. Isn't doing great.
They watched for 9 minutes.
Or is that 9 seconds?
Oh, that's 9 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing great.
No, there might be minutes, because...
Yeah.
I think that one's... Yeah, I think that's...
It doesn't define the amount of time, though.
No, because it'll be minutes, minutes, and then hours.
If we just look at this... If any of you know, well, I guess no one knows because there's no concurrent viewers. But, yeah, if you know what unit that is, tell us.
Pretty sure it's minutes.
Should be minutes.
There's, like, pop music blasting in the background.
Yeah. In fact, if you just continue talking about this article, I'll turn it down.
Alright, while Kaylin goes and runs away, we really don't have anything to say other than Threads is probably going to destroy Twitter, to be honest. Yeah, I just need to find out. Is Mark Zuckerberg a lizard or a robot? Okay, he's certainly not a reptile, but he's never been in a spaceship and never been in outer space, but this does not mean he can't be a robot. So, Mark Zuckerberg could be a robot.
Is that quieter?
According to Google, and according to himself.
I'll turn it down a bit more.
It could be like, just because he's not a reptile doesn't mean he couldn't be like any other animal. We don't know. We just don't know. Anyway.
Okay, that's better. We can't hear it. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Well, I just talked about how Mark Zuckerberg can be a robot.
Yeah. Right, if we got... Mark Zuckerberg is a robot, and we have the proof on shortlist.
What's this?
You can see the robots. Hello, my name is Mark Zuckerberg. I am a human boy. So clearly he's a robot. Because why would you say that if you're not a robot? Anyway, is that pretty much it for that topic?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, should we get into our next topic?
I think so.
AMD is releasing more Ryzen 5000 series CPUs for their AM4 platform. Let's go. This is great news.
I mean...
AMD's already replaced AM4 with AM5 and they're still releasing AM4 CPUs. Have you ever seen Intel do this?
It's really good for people who are on a budget and need
I'm
cheaper,
on AM4.
Yeah, who need cheaper.
So they've announced the Ryzen 5750. 5700.
Yeah.
I may upgrade to that depending on its price. So get subscribed if you want to see a review of that, potentially. Because it's got 8 cores rather than 6 that I've got at the moment, which will be great for...
And it's 3.7 base clock.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
And it's got...
How much power does it take? 65 though. 65 watts is pretty power consuming.
The CPU that I've got at the moment is 65 watts.
Yeah.
So it'll just be a drop-in replacement, really. And because it's a non-X CPU, then I'll be able to... it'll come with a heatsink. So...
Oh.
Yeah.
Just hoping that it's cheaper, I guess.
And then there's going to be potentially a new Ryzen 3 5100 as well. So yeah, that's great news. AMD's put a lot of effort into supporting AM4. This is already a 6-year-old platform. Like, you can put a brand new Ryzen 5700 into the into a motherboard from 2017.
Yeah.
It'll work. With a BIOS update, of course. But yeah, that's great news for all of us on AM4 that don't want to spend... Because AM4 motherboards are really cheap at the moment. Yeah, and there's a supposed photo of the CPU as well. Yeah, so keep it up, AMD. I want to see stuff like this from Intel. As soon as they're done with as soon as they've replaced a socket with another socket, they don't release any more CPUs. So...
I mean,
yeah.
Intel's kind of just going for money. Like they've stopped trying.
Yeah.
Compared to AMD.
Although, in the like $400 range, if you're looking for lots and lots of cores rather than cores that have really good single performance, then it's best to go Intel.
Yeah.
Like with that Intel Core i5 13500. Oh no, I'm dead. That could have been an issue. So the Core i5 13500 has got 14 cores, 6 performance, 8 efficiency, and a total of 20 threads. But Intel really lacks in the cache department.
Yeah, and also they're not actually that fast when it comes to like in base clock speed.
Yeah.
Their base clock is only like a 3 or 3.5 or something like that. Whereas base clocks for AMDs are usually really fast, and they can turbo up to like 4.6.
And then I think I talked about this last week, but there's also a new Ryzen 5 5600X3D with 3D cache, so like 128 megabytes of cache.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But it's only available at Micro Center.
Still, it'll become available after a while.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. And if the Ryzen 5 5100 is available here, I might, depending if it's only like $100 or something, I might get that to do some testing as well. Yeah. Expect a video coming out soon with like performance. I'll be reviewing the Ryzen 5 5500 and the AMD Radeon RX 6600, and I've been doing lots of testing, and the results are pretty crazy. And based on raw performance, I think I made the right decision over Mac Mini for this. But for editing, that's a different story. Anyway, is that basically it for this topic?
I think that's it. Let me go check.
Intel also uses so much power at the moment, and the 13900K is uncoolable.
Yeah, they're very power demanding, and also like you have to have water cooling to use them.
Or even a chiller.
Yeah. Just check. I had someone who was Bitcoin mining. There's this video of this guy Bitcoin mining. He chucks his PC in the fridge because that's how hard it gets.
Yeah. Sounds a bit like Intel.
Yeah.
And then there's those stupid NVIDIA power connectors, which thankfully AMD didn't go with. For AMD seems. This is the first time in quite a long time where AMD's top CPU and top GPU have been really, really competitive.
Yeah, they've definitely been going up. And I think more people are gonna start using AMD. Like there's a lot of AMD laptops now compared to Intel laptops. So we're definitely gonna see more AMD take over. In my opinion, I think we're gonna be way more AMD.
Yeah, rooting for Team AMD. Because Intel only supports sockets for 2 refreshes, and then they just go like, the socket didn't exist. We're not releasing anymore.
Yeah, they kind of give up because they just go to the next thing. I mean, it makes sense because they make a bunch of stuff. They used to make a bunch of stuff for Apple, and Apple, as you know, they stopped supporting their stuff after like 4 years, isn't it?
Usually 6 to 8 years.
6 to 8.
But with the more recent Macs, they're starting to get rid of Intel. I wouldn't be surprised if this update or the next one is the last ones for Intel.
Yeah, but since
because Apple Silicon.
Since Apple when they used to work for Intel, you usually couldn't be able to upgrade, so there'd be no point in making like a better kind of CPU for that Mac.
Except on the Mac Pro.
Yeah.
Which was already overpriced, and even an M1 MacBook Air can beat the old Mac Pro base model.
Yeah, a lot of the Mac Pro and like a bunch of that stuff is so overpriced. I would, if I was to get like a good like huge computer, man, I would not get anything Apple related.
Yeah. Although the new M2 Mac Pro is the base model is faster than the maxed out 2019 Mac Pro, which is crazy. That's the power of Apple Silicon.
Yeah, but
me
Intel personally,
seem to get lazy.
Me personally, I would not get an Apple computer for like a really large processing computer.
Yeah,
I'd get it for like animation maybe. If I was like a really good animator, then maybe I'd get it just for processing.
The Mac, but you can't even add GPUs into the Mac Pro.
Yeah, but it's still video processing and stuff like that. It's really good. So
and you can also get the same chip in the Mac Studio for $5,000 less.
Yeah.
Same specs, just without PCIe expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the better option.
In general,
for 99% of Mac users.
Just in general, don't buy
the Mac Pro.
Yeah, just don't buy a Mac Pro unless you like. Okay, just don't buy it. There's no point.
Yeah. Anyway, enough talk about CPUs. Should we get into our next topic? Yeah.
Yeah. Next topic. Twitter is threatening to sue Meta over threads. So, I mean, let's be honest.
It is a copy.
It is like the exact same thing. But
maybe Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk will be fighting in court and in a boxing ring.
But hear me out. I still think that Threads. I'd rather use Threads. Twitter is going to hell.
Yeah.
It's going so downhill, and no one's gonna want to use it. So.
It'll just be. Of the post will eventually just be Elon Musk.
But with Threads, they're just gonna steal everybody's information.
Yeah.
So either way.
Mastodon.
Either way, you're screwed.
Yeah. Unless you use the other one, which is Mastodon or something.
Yeah, but no one's using that.
Raspberry Pi does, but yeah.
But like people.
That's
people-wise.
probably the best option out of all of them, to be honest. But no one's going to shift to a basically unknown platform by some company.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like the whole thing with Twitter is a bit similar to how Twitch is going downhill as well. Because Twitch has been making a few silly decisions.
I think YouTube's definitely taking over when it comes to live streaming.
Like we're live streaming on YouTube now, because Twitch was sometimes a bit annoying, and we didn't get many viewers, although we're at 0 now.
0 concurrent.
But then I don't need to worry about uploading it afterwards. It'll just be there so that people can watch it when they have time.
Yeah. And also with Twitch, one of the negatives of Twitch is it's kind of really hard to grow. With YouTube, it's way more available with shorts and stuff coming in to actually grow your stream.
Yeah. Whenever I stream for Crunch Gaming though, I will stream on Twitch, but that's not very often. Yeah, so
we should do a Crunch Gaming stream today.
We should do that.
Yeah, we can do a Crunch Gaming stream.
Oh,
we should do I'll come up with like a CSGO challenge that we have to do, and then I'll have to do it, and then you'll have to do it.
Okay. Let's try and do it.
But let's get done with the techniques.
Yeah, let's
taking
do this
30
first.
minutes.
This is taking ages, but I guess it's a good thing, because this is the maximum length it will usually be if I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah.
Because I can't have a conversation with me on the display in front of me.
Yeah, and there's no viewers to talk to anyway, so.
Eventually there will be, once the channel actually starts getting decently big, like 1,000+ subs.
Yeah.
We can finally make money. Which, the thing with YouTube is, you need money to make good computer videos, but then in order to get money, you need to make good videos and then upload them. So it's so it's good to get when you can get things for free. Like this laptop I got for nothing because the school was giving it away. Anyway, we talked about this before, but shall we get into our next topic? In fact, no, that's the
that's the
wrong one.
topic after it.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
That's your topic. Okay, in the Netherlands, a fun ban has been announced. Stop disruptions. Okay, that should be better. It was playing the intro music the whole time. When I went to that camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was playing it the whole time as we were streaming, and I was like,
That has happened before. I pinned things to prevent that though.
Yeah.
So, in the Netherlands, a phone ban has been announced to stop school disruptions. So, I guess they'll probably be a good thing. To stop distractions. But then you have laptops which the latest Macs can run iOS apps anyway, so it won't end up doing that much, to be honest, if people just use their laptops. But yeah, they can be useful tools in the classroom though, sometimes. But yeah, it's interesting that they're actually banning them nationwide though. Yeah. Anything else for that topic?
Good. I hate people like constantly being on their phones. Like, I'm fine with people being on their phones. I don't think there should be a phone ban, but it definitely should be a ban during class time because it is so annoying seeing people on their phones during class. So
at lunchtime though, I guess it should be fine.
But like you see our classroom. If we go into our classroom, no one's even talking to each other. They're all just sitting on their seats, on their phones. Like, why are you guys even in the same room?
Be at our school, but
yeah.
But I guess there's a good element to it that it lets everyone socialize. Although Penny would just like to live under a rock.
Yeah.
Anyway, so should we get to our next topic?
The next topic, Twitter has limited the amount of posts you can read each day.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk tweeted, so this isn't just a random guy from Twitter. Elon Musk tweeted, to address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulations, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts per day, unverified accounts to 600 posts per day, and new unverified accounts to 300 a day. So my questions are, what makes a new unverified account? And why the hell are they limiting verified people?
Why? You pay enough.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to pay to be verified. Because verification is so that the users of the platform can know that it's actually the person. Not a scammer or something. But, yeah. Honestly, Twitter's going really, really downhill.
I mean...
Oh, hey, the Wayne Show is doing basically the same topic as us.
Yeah, look. Locked out in 30 minutes. It took 30 minutes, and then they got locked out.
Bruh.
Very bad decision.
Mr. Musk, if you're watching this... but he's not even the CEO anymore. So...
Oh, and it's simply scrolling past counts as reading it, apparently.
Why? Just why?
Like...
Yeah, that's stupid.
At some point, Twitter's going to, like, just delete itself, I hope.
Yeah. And unless the new CEO turns it around.
Maybe. Is there going to be a new Twitter CEO?
There already is.
There is?
Yeah.
Well,
it's just that Elon Musk's still the owner, so he can still make business decisions.
Maybe he isn't making the decision. Maybe he's just announcing it.
Here's the tweet, by the way. No, not that.
That's me.
Yeah, there is, that tweet. I wonder if Elon has an exception for himself, though. He probably does.
Wait, does posting your own tweets count as reading them?
I have no idea.
And there's comments as well?
It's unspecific.
Like, imagine if you tweet like 12 tweets, and then you get like 10 comments on each of them. Or like 30 comments on each of them. You read all the comments and you're locked out of Twitter. Or you...
Yeah, honestly, he's making some stupid decisions. Yeah, but it's all to try and drive profits up, but sometimes that's not the best thing to do. It's a social media platform. It's not a car maker.
Yeah, and also, how is it meant to increase profits? Like, I feel like it's just kind of limiting the business and they're kind of killing themselves. It's like self-sabotage. Yeah.
Anyway, shall we get into our last headline topic?
Yep.
This environmentally conscious smartphone is coming to the US, which doesn't apply to us. Yeah.
Wow,
It's a bit sad.
Let's go, yay.
So yeah, it's called the Fairphone 4. It's available for $599 US, and it runs on a Google free operating system instead of the standard Android OS. It's called EOS with / on it. If I go to screen capture, right there, /E/OS.
Let's go. It's E, like waving their arms in the air. OS. EOS.
EOS. One of those like blow up wavy hand.
Oh yeah, the inflatable things that are outside of cars, the car dealerships. Yeah. I know what you're speaking about.
Yeah, so that's interesting if you're environmentally conscious. Yeah, if you're specifically shopping for that. But is it upgradable? Don't think it is. Although it does have micro SD, so that's good.
Apparently, you can disassemble. It can easily be disassembled using a standard Phillips 00 screwdriver. So maybe it is upgradable.
Yeah.
You never know.
And then last week we at least attempted to talk about the removable battery debacle.
Oh yeah. I mean,
honestly stupid.
It's gonna completely tank battery life for a lot of phones.
Yeah, so there's one more thing I want to say before the break, and that's do you see the whole thing about Red Hat Linux?
No.
Red Hat Enterprise Linux?
Sure.
I'm calling the open source community freeloaders. So now you have to pay to get the source code for Red Hat Linux. It is completely stupid. Yeah, so
surely someone just makes like a bunch of copies of Red Hat Linux and just puts them online as their own OS. That'd be crazy.
But then, you know what could happen?
What?
They'll delete your account.
Oh no. That's fine. Just do it honestly.
It's honestly, it's really stupid.
Yeah, I hate people like this who call them freeloaders. Like, they make your software, like, the reason your software is popular. They make it so much better, and then you're calling them freeloaders. Like, you're the freeloaders in this scenario.
It's based on Linux, which is a free thing. They shouldn't be selling it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be making money from it under the GNU license. So yeah, that might end up in a court or something.
Probably, and I hope it does, because that is very scummy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's
should
it before the break.
Get to the break. Okay. Au revoir. See you in a couple of minutes.
watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Right. Yeah, we were just looking at the viewers.
Yeah, there's still
Yeah.
0.
We can see you through this display. Through this. Which display can we see you through? That one. Which is not a display, it's a camera. We can see you. Anyway, should we get into our next topic, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's your turn.
Okay. I did the last one actually, but I did. Oh no, you did the last one.
I had the Fairphone 4.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. It was very short. Mercedes-Benz says jar to Tesla's EV charging connector. Basically, they stole Tesla's EV charging connector.
There's a lot of car companies that are now going to be using the same charging connector.
Makes sense. It's kind of stupid to use different charging connectors, especially since, you know, you're going to be charging at a
Yeah.
station anyway.
Unless the cars require different voltages or something.
Yeah.
It makes a bit more sense than the USB-C thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it's sort of similar, but there's no one forcing them to do it.
Yeah, and also
It should be the company's own choice.
most phones can charge with a USB-C.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, most phones can.
Most
Whereas
phones.
cars are way different because they can be completely different cars and need different voltage.
You need so many adapters for EVs at the moment.
Yeah.
Every single different car maker seems to use a different plug, but
Have you
it's
seen
good
Mr.
if that changes.
Winfield's?
Yeah.
Mr. Winfield's is like a huge one.
We've got our plug-in hybrid is like half the size of that one. So
Yeah.
they're all different. You can get adapters, but who wants adapters? Let's be real. As Steve Jobs said, just like styluses, adapters are yuck. Yeah, good Steve Jobs quote there from the introduction of the iPhone. But these cars will also need the supercharger software on board or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be a bit weird if they used the same plug but then didn't have the software for it.
I mean, you definitely need to go for a bit of testing, so that's why they're releasing it in 2024.
Yeah. Anyway, the Stream Deck is getting a. Are we done with that topic?
Yeah, we're done with
Okay.
that.
The Stream Deck is getting a paid app store later this year.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So do you wish you could buy premium software for the Stream Deck's handy array of LCD screen equipped keys? Well then go here. But wait, there's more. Call now, and you'll receive nothing else.
Let's go.
Yeah. But that's cool. I don't have a Stream Deck. I like one, which I've actually switched from using my custom made Macro King to just using my numpad keys because this thing was quite honestly annoying to use. Yeah. Remember how many times I pressed the wrong button
No.
on it? Yeah. So this thing's I've stopped using. It worked, but yeah, just not as well as I'd like it to. It would be cool if you could use your phone as like a Stream Deck or something.
Pretty sure
Which
you
I'm
probably could.
Sure you can, but it doesn't work with every platform.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something to do with that. But yeah, good on Elgato.
I also think
Although I nearly typed Steam Deck instead of Stream Deck.
yeah, it would be really sick if they made what is it? If they made it like for developers, like a little bit open source.
Yeah.
So developers can like use the Stream Deck software and like create their own type of Stream Deck from that.
Yeah.
And then make it maybe better or worse, depending on what you want.
Yeah. So yeah. Stream Decks are pretty cool. Elgato stuff is usually pretty good. And
Oh my god.
oh my. Have a glass of water. And yeah, I'll be using that. I'll be getting an Elgato capture card thing for doing those tapes as well. So yeah, I think it's time for our next topic. We've got 2 more topics to go and then it's crunch gaming time. Okay. On to our next topic.
Theaters are tempting new audiences with virtual reality. I didn't even know this was happening. Let me go on to this. So
Wait, was that one of our articles for the news? For the tech news? I thought I put that in.
True BBC account. No, screw you, BBC. I'm gonna read your articles so that you know. Yeah.
At least they're not absolutely harassing you like Microsoft and their Microsoft accounts.
It looks like they're just gonna have movies, but you're gonna wear a big clunky VR headset on your head. Which, to be honest, I don't even see that appealing. It doesn't seem that appealing. I'd rather just watch a movie normally, unless it's like you're in the movie. That'd be really sick.
Although it could make 3D movies more realistic.
And also, like, if you were in the movie, if they made it like that, POV shots would be really cool.
And then you could look around, see what's around you.
Yeah, like 360, like they did that for YouTube. They have 360 videos. And if you had a VR headset, you could just, like, watch 360 videos.
Yeah, that's cool. If they do it properly. If it's just the movie's there, it's pointless.
Yeah. Like, you could just take off the headset and it'd be the exact same thing.
If they execute it correctly, it's like anything. If they execute it poorly, then it's just stupid. But if it's executed well, then it'll be good.
Yep. Just like every idea.
Yeah. Okay, should we get into our final topic? The
final topic of the night? Yeah, go ahead.
Airbus is experimenting with more controls for the autopilot system. So that it'll be good to have like more control, I guess, over the autopilot system. I'm not a pilot, neither are you.
Yeah, but I'd rather when I go on the plane, it does not crash.
Yeah,
it's just all I care about.
But it's an autopilot system which caused the 737 Maxes to crash because of a bad sensor.
Yeah.
And the pilots couldn't take over, so yeah. Yeah, so all of these enhanced systems were tested on A350s. Yeah, so it's good if everything's getting better. It's good to have something that's in between fully autonomous and fully user controlled.
I feel like it's better to have the computer run the flight and then have a person there in case the computer breaks or in case something happens to the computer.
Yeah.
Than fully autonomous or just having a person fly the plane.
Yeah.
So I definitely think we should let the computer take most of the control though.
They're considering only having one pilot in the cockpit for domestic flights though.
I disagree. I think
they should not do that.
It's very risky because what happens if the pilot like passes out or something like that happens? Because that happens a lot at high
altitude. A flight
altitude.
attendant won't be able to fly the plane.
Yeah.
Like, get real, and a passenger is on that plane probably because they can't fly the plane or something, unless it's like a pilot traveling.
You think you could become a pilot just to get free flights? I mean, you get paid as well, so it actually could be a pretty useful thing.
Just like on cruise lines, you get paid and you get to go on cruises and go to all of these countries for free.
Yeah.
While actually getting paid, so yeah. So that's pretty much it, I guess. Is there anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, let's wrap up the tech wrap up. Thanks for watching.
If you missed any of this, you can rewatch it on YouTube.
Remember to like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos or tech wrap ups. The server's not running at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See you all. All 0 views, 0 concurrent viewers, but hopefully, views on the playback thing on YouTube next time.
And remember to check out our other channels, Crunch Gaming, Crunch News, and Crunch Sailing. We might have one coming soon, which isn't going to have regular uploads, it's just if I find something. I'm not going to reveal too much about that channel yet, but yeah, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
If this works properly, there we go.